today. As you can probably see, it's very early in the morning, but something is on my mind. And usually, when something is on my mind like this, it's because I'm supposed to get it out for somebody to hear it. So if you don't like the way I look, I just got out of the shower, washed my hair. Um, you can scroll away, you can listen. Um, Today's message that I have for you is that you cannot share your journey with other people. Your journey is only for you. And I'm never going to share anything, any advice, or any tidbits that I have for you guys without expressing how I got to this. And I really got to it by understanding certain frustrations that I continually had with my business. So when I left the United States, I did not leave because I was frustrated with the United States. I left because I was grieving and it seemed like life just couldn't catch up fast enough for me. Like I just couldn't get back in the swing of being regular, being normal. I could fake it. I could make some really great jokes, but I couldn't really and truly like get back into it. And so I left to heal. And when I left, a lot of people started saying like, "Oh my gosh, I want to come too." And I think the reason that I felt the need to share my journey was because I was used to having a partner. And so I didn't have anybody to share this journey with anymore. And so that was a desire that I had. However, I dealt with so much shit, like so much shit, from my own peopledom, you know, excuse me, from my own folks. And um, I get asked a lot of questions. I don't follow a lot of these uh, relocation services and expats because what do I have to talk to them about, right? Like I'm not trying to relocate abroad. I have. I'm not saying I haven't watched any videos ever, but I'm just saying like it's not a sector of the internet that I am keen on. And sometimes people will ask me, well, what do you think about so and so? Or what so and so says doesn't make any sense. Well, the problem is that most people are trying to sell you something, right? So they're painting a picture of this place for you because they're trying to sell you the place. They're trying to sell you this idea that life in this other country is going to be better than it's going to be in the United States. And I'm not saying that that is or isn't true. However, it would be not the greatest marketing to talk about the negative parts, right? Which is why I've never wanted to do that. I previously sold retreats and packages where you could come abroad, you could have an immersive experience, you could have a creative experience. But I've never been trying to, other than my friends, trying to get anybody to live anywhere because that's a very, very, very personal choice and it's a personal journey that you have to take. And um, in living abroad and bringing Americans to the East, um, it was really frustrating. And I say this to say you have to see with your third eye. And you cannot believe that just because somebody's from the same country as you, that somehow they're more trustworthy than another person in another part of the world. Because I got betrayed by people from my own hood, from my own community. Um, I had somebody pay half the fee and then just show up and expect for me to take care of them in a new country. I had people come and completely steal my business idea. I turn around and they're facilitating my business in Mexico under under the same name, and I have no idea that what's going on. And then came and told people that I stole money. Stole money from who? It's my money. Um, so, trying to take people on my journey really caused me a lot of problems, and it caused me a lot of issues. And I have to say that I am so happy now. Um, I work in tourism. I work for a company, and I enjoy my guests, and they leave, they go home, and we have a great time together while the time that we're together is great. And then they're out of my hair. I don't have to think about how to market to them. I don't have to think about them being in my personal life. I don't have to think about them trying to rip me off, trying to steal my business idea. I don't have to think about any of that. And it took me a long time to stop trying to take people on my journey. So, um, now that I have stopped, I am super, super happy. And um, I encourage you that if you are looking to move abroad and you are trying to figure out, what is how to do this, how to do that. I'm not saying don't watch these influencers. I'm not even saying don't use a relocation service. I don't know if all these relocation services are bad or good. But what I am saying is that you have to commit to the fact that your journey is going to be for you. And your journey is going to entail everything that you need it to entail for you. All of those bad things that are going to happen are lessons that you are meant to learn, and things that you have to go through. Um, what I can say is that every place is going to have crime. Every place is going to have danger. The stereotypes of places are there for a reason. Doesn't mean that that's all or nothing, but yeah, shit does happen everywhere. Um, Look at the news. Y'all don't watch the news. Like, watch the news of the places you're going to. You want to know what's going on? Watch the news. Google the news. What is the local news? That will tell you a lot about where you're going, what the neighborhoods are like. When's the last time you Googled even what neighborhood the Airbnb is in that you're staying in? Like, look at stuff on Google Maps. You guys go to a lot of content creators and influencers and all of this for these answers to these questions, whereas you can get on Google and look at that street and know if you feel comfortable or not, right? You know if that works for you or not. Um, so be realistic and prioritize the things that are important to you, and have a job. Don't go anywhere half-assed without income. Do your research. Most of the mistakes that I've seen people make, it's because they spent all this time saving up money, saving up money, saving up money, and then they got all this money and now they want to invest it, but they haven't spent all this time looking at the actual things that they want to invest in. So now they get on the ground, they're in a new country, and that money is burning a hole in their pocket. And so now it's like, let's let's spend it, and they make bad decisions. And within a few years, they're back to work, or they're scrambling to figure out how to make ends meet. Research what you're doing. Research the field that you're going into or the market that you're dealing with. Stop listening to every influencer, because Nine times out of 10, they have a PDF that they're trying to sell you or a service that they're trying to sell you, which, like I said, may or may not be good, you know, but it's sales. Yeah, it's sales. And just because, skin folk and kin folk, just because somebody is from your country, you act like your country don't have crime. It's probably why you wanted to leave in the first place, right? So just make sure that you are spiritually grounded and realizing that your journey is going to be meant for you and you can't take anybody with you that doesn't belong. Point blank simple. So I hope this helps some visionary today. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I am off to get dressed and dry my hair.